Hello and welcome to Faro, Portugal. In this episode we will have a vacation here at this Portuguese wonderful little town. After a really nice flight with Air Portugal, we checked in at our hotel by the marina, the Eva Senses Hotel, which is a really nice hotel with a lot of history. The journey from the airport with taxi took about 30 minutes. We did choose a room with a nice harbor view. The room was very fresh and clean, with modern decoration. On the balcony we had a really nice view over the little marina and the square that is situated just by the harbor front. The view was stunning here at the hotel, and we did take a little walk around the hotel after we had checked in and unpacked. On the top floor there are nice restaurants with an outdoor view and lots of seating areas, a big pool with a bar and lots of places to relax. Faro is situated in the area Algarve and has about 57,000 inhabitants. After we had checked in, it was time to take a stroll in the nice cozy old town area with some local food. The breakfast restaurant is situated on the top floor at the hotel, which serves lots of fresh food and different local specialities. After a really nice breakfast, it was time to take a stroll in the local area. Close by you have the main central station, which has daily departures further on to Lisbon. The local area is really enjoyable with lots of low houses and churches. The streets is narrow and you really feel that the locals are proud of their area. We just love to explore the local areas. Here you have the market hall with lots of fresh fruit and fish, which we can highly recommend you to visit. Just to stroll around in this wonderful town is just a pleasure. But we cannot just walk all the time during our vacation. Some pool hangarounds before it was time to find something to eat for dinner. It's a lot of bustling restaurants at the streets, and you have lots to choose from. We did choose a shellfish restaurant that is family owned, which is also recommended on TripAdvisor, and we can highly recommend that restaurant. During our stay, it was World Cup in football. After the public viewing, the party continued by the stage with different music performances during every evening. We could actually have a little after party at the balcony before it was time for bed. The lagoon that surrounds Faro is a really nice nature area with lots of dunes and islands. It's very interesting because during the morning and afternoon the tide shifts very heavy from 2 meters. So at our start of the journey some island was visible and later on it was completely surrounded by water. We took a full tour with a guided boat that will take us to different islands. Here we are at the first one, the desert island, which is a very interesting island, and they have only one house which consists of a really nice fancy restaurant. The island actually doesn't have any electricity or plumbing system. So it's really interesting that they have a really nice restaurant out here. Just a few minutes away, we arrived to Kolata Island. It's a really different island comparing to Desert Island. Here you actually live and have a little village. We walked across the island to the lighthouse to explore a little bit. We continue our boat tour along the coastline where the guide told us about the history of the island, because some part of the island is actually not allowed to build houses, even if lots of inhabitants build houses here, and the government tried to stop it. In the main village, where they actually are allowed to build houses, we enjoyed a really nice seafood lunch together with some enjoyable wines. We continue after the tour along by the seashore and the dunes with a really nice but windy boat ride. We can highly recommend you, if you visit Faro, to go on a boat ride with a guide in the nearby lagoon and the areas. It's a really nice nature area and lots of different birds. It's famous for bird watching. This evening we went up to the market hall again, where they had a really nice local event with different types of entertainment. We actually don't know what they did celebrate, but it was really nice to be with the locals and just hang around and enjoy some food and a beer. Normally we try to eat at restaurants that are not situated in the main city and are very touristy. But we tried this one out after passing by a few times, and it was really delicious. Later on it was concert time again, and some after enjoyment on the balcony. Early bird as we are, we took the early boat out to Praia de Faro, which is an island just along the coastline. You travel about 25 minutes along the dunes and enjoy a really nice sail away. The boat ride is really cheap, it costs a few euros and you can pay with the credit or debit card on board the boat or in the harbor. The island is very narrow. On one side you have a nice view over the Atlantic Ocean, and on the other side you have a wonderful view over the town and the dunes. Even if it was really nice to be at the beach, it was nice to relax at the hotel pool on the rooftop and spend some hours here before it was time to find something to eat. We did find a really nice restaurant just 50 meters from our hotel by the harbor side. Here we enjoyed a really nice dinner. What is the better way to end this wonderful day with a nice sunset over the lagoon and some hangout at the balcony? We were up quite early the next day to take our boat trip out to Faro Beach at Praia Island. The journey along the narrow canals by the dunes is just stunning. A perfect way to start the day and the day at the beach. This day we choose to be on the dune side with a wonderful view over the city and further on to the airport, so we can see all the planes' departures and land. As a Navy geek, it was a really pleasure to be in the water and look at all the planes. I want to once again say that all our travels are self-funded and not sponsored in any way. We hope you really like our different journeys together with us. It was really calm out here, and we headed back home around early afternoon when the sun was at its highest point. With the light breeze in our hair, it was time to stroll around a little bit in the nice city center. We do a lot of researches on TripAdvisor for restaurants, and here we find one really nice restaurant that only serves grilled chicken of different kinds with fries. It was excellent, tasty and made with wonderful care. It was a really hidden gem, and we highly can recommend to use TripAdvisor and look through the reviews. Now we have come to the last day. Wonderful weather and a light breeze, we stroll around in the historic quarters of the town. We went further up on the modern part of the town out towards the university, which is situated on a hill with a nice avenue down looking towards the city center. During the afternoon, we took the opportunity to relax and enjoy the hotel pool and drink some nice beverages. After all, we are on vacation, so you have to have time to relax a little bit. As the grand finale, we visit the restaurant The Bottle, which is a really nice restaurant which is situated about 10 minutes walk from the city center. Here we enjoyed really nice service and excellent food. So now it's time to summarize our stay at the balcony together with a glass of wine and just enjoy the night view. Before it was time to check out, we enjoyed this wonderful view once again together with the breakfast. The taxi journey take about 25 minutes to the airport, and we will fly back to Copenhagen via Lisbon with TAP Air Portugal. And see you in the next video.